Hey y'all, welcome back to the Queen of Creativity. I am starting this video off uncomfortably close to my camera. And the reason because today I will be doing a tutorial of the Dr. Pen Skin Microneedling Pen. I'm gonna try not to talk too much, but I have a lot of things that I would love to cover in this video. Starting out with a little bit of information about myself. My ethnicity, I am 100% African American. I am 23. I am a female. I have had, and just to give a little background about my skin, I have had acne since I moved to Texas, which was about 7th grade. And here are the results of me having acne since 7th grade. Granted, my skin is a lot better than what it used to be, so I'm not complaining. Super thankful for that. And I also wanted to quickly just share why I'm doing this. Confidence, mainly for confidence, and also I would definitely like to see my scars improve. So if I just come in a little bit closer, you can especially see on this side there's a lot of not only hyperpigmentation but uneven texture. There's some indentations and box scars and like pitted scars on my face just from having this condition of acne for so long. So that's kind of where I am. I'm gonna jump straight into the reason why most of you are probably watching this video, and that is to talk about the product I'll be using to hopefully lighten and lessen the appearance of my acne scars. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you everything I know. Warning, I do not have this robe on while I am talking about this. I got hot, I took it off. I keep it on for most of the video, but just a quick warning, and I'm gonna go ahead and go straight into the product details. Now, to the juicy part. This is the Dr. Pen microneedle. This is the Ultima M8. I purchased this on Amazon, and I was like, why is the price so much cheaper on Amazon than it is on the site? I was a little leery of that. I'm like, but it is packaged up. It's completely sealed. And the thing that just reassured me and made me feel so much better, there's actually like a security sticker here. It's kind of like a scratch off. So you can scratch and check the barcode to make sure this is like legit and new. I just feel, why is my tongue red? I had cranberry juice. So we're gonna unbox this bad boy together on camera. Okay, do I have it upside down? I have it upside down. So I've just taken the plastic off the Dr. Pen. This is what it comes with, or this is how it comes packaged rather. These are all sanitary needles, individually wrapped. These are disposables. Here's a user manual. I've seen videos and everything like that, but I'm still gonna take a look at this to be on the safe side. I'm just gonna, if the box is empty, I'm gonna set this down so I can explain the rest of what's in the box to you guys. It just says Dr. Pen on it. Comes in like a miniature duffel bag. It is wireless, but it comes with a charger. Okay, so I have read all of the user manual here. It is very straightforward. If you get the product, I do recommend to take a look at the user manual. Basically says that the pen has 6 speeds. You press the power button to change the speeds. You turn the dial on the pen to change the depth of how far the needle is going to go into your skin. Also, do your research on where the depth of the needle and your skin and what you have going on for your skin. You may not need to go as deep as someone else. You want to know what layer of skin you need to target for your specific needs. And always start off low and then increase. And also always do a test to see if your skin is, if this is something that's going to be good for your skin, instead of like jumping in, head first, not knowing. So Also, something I wanted to mention, the needles on it. If you look on the back of the packaging, it tells you how many needles each cartridge has. This particular model has 16 needles. I don't know if you guys can tell. The first one has 11, so they have like an 11, 16, 24, 36, 42, and a nano. I think 16 is probably gonna be just right for me. I don't really want to do any more than that. And I honestly wish, instead of gliding the product on the skin like I've seen most people do, I wish I can use it like a stamp. Honestly, that's just my preference. That's one thing I like about the Banisher. I do like using a stamp when it comes to a micro needle instead of like rubbing needles. I don't know. I've never had anything else done with a needle, like a shot or anything like that, where they scrub it. You know what I mean? Anytime you get like a shot or a vaccine or anything, it's just like a, no one, you guys know what I'm saying. I'm rambling. So I'm gonna go charge the pen and come back. And I always like watch skincare videos and look to see what people say has helped them. And I always hear comments about diet and water. And quite honestly, those can get like redundant and annoying, those type of comments, because sometimes they don't help and they're very vague. So I'm gonna be super specific and tell you what has helped me with active acne and what I recommend to you if you're also struggling with like active acne. So I'm gonna give you tips, like topical tips first, and then I'm gonna give you internal tips. So tips about what you can put in your body to help with acne, and then I'm also going to talk about what you can put on your body to help with acne. The first topical product that I'm going to recommend is this soap. Here recently I have had some breakouts and this has really helped me. This is the Panoxyl Foaming Acne Wash. It has, not me trying to remember what it says. It has maximum strength benzoyl peroxide, 10%. It doesn't really lather up, but you can kind of feel like little tiny exfoliation going on with this. So I really like this. I will use this mainly at night after I like do a workout. I'll cleanse my face with this. And also I highly recommend this product. I got this from Target. It is the Natrium BHA liquid exfoliant. So this is life-changing for me. Whenever I used to hear the word exfoliant, I would think of like a scrub or something abrasive. I had no idea there were liquid exfoliants with no beads. This is not abrasive at all. This is literally like a serum. It's like a liquid. So it says that it exfoliates, help unclogs pores, smooth, evens texture, and brighten. This is a leave-on exfoliant with 2% salicylic acid. If you struggle with like blocked skin, side note, I hate the word pores, so it's tough for me to say it. I'm just gonna say blocked skin. You guys know what I'm talking about. This helps with that. This product is a como something. I'm gonna put the word here on the screen, but basically this product is not, it helps to unclog your skin. Like if you suffer from like blackheads or whiteheads or just acne in general, this really helps with that. So I would recommend this. Wash my face with this product, and then I use this product on top. I spot tested in a non-sensitive area of my face where I hardly ever break out, which for me is right along this particular area. I spot tested it there, didn't even tingle. So for me, I have no sensitivity to either of these products, and they have helped me tremendously. I've saved the best for last because this one is going to sound redundant. I've talked about the like things that you can put on your skin. Now let's talk about the things that go in your body. And I'm going to say something that people are going to roll their eyes at. I already know because that's how I was. But water, the type of water specifically that I have been drinking and that I've started drinking, has made a huge difference for me. Like I used to didn't care or know like what was the difference between artesian water and smart water and spring water, purified water, distilled water. I was just like, I don't know, water, the cheapest one. And what I didn't know, the water I used to buy when I just suffered from dull skin, acne problems, all types of problems with my skin, right? I was using I was drinking a water that had some type of sodium in it, which I realized, number one, I always felt thirsty when I would drink that water. I would use all types of like liquid hydration to help me feel hydrated, and I actually even got tested for diabetes. I was like wondering, why am I always so thirsty, and why is my water not seeming to help nothing about me, like my skin or anything? And I think it was that. So here's what I did. I have actually switched over to spring water. It's what I'm going to recommend. The one I drink is Ozarka. I don't know if you guys can tell, it says 100% natural spring water. This is all I drink now. What I use in my Keurig, my coffee pot, everything, natural spring water. It's made a huge, huge difference for me. Another thing, as far as water goes, I don't know if you guys were able to tell, there's actually a water filter on my shower where I live. I live in Texas. The part of Texas that I live in, we have hard water. We don't have soft water. If you see something in my hair, you guys, it's just edge control and possibly hair color. I tried putting like one of those temporary hair colors in my hair. You can't really see it now. All you see is little crusties, but I promise it's just hair color or edge control. Anyways, where I live, we have hard water, and apparently that has not been helping my skin or my hair. Like my hair has been seeming to be like breaking on the ends and just like really brittle here lately. I have gone to the doctor about it. I've started seeing a nutritionist about it, about my hair, and I've done all types of labs and blood tests. Everything is coming back normal. So I started researching about the type of water. That led me down a whole rabbit hole. You can actually look up your city and see what type of water, like what is being used to treat your water, and what those different things, how those different things can possibly have an effect on your body. So what I did was I went on Amazon. This video is not in any way sponsored, just trying to help whoever I can help here. And this is the Aqua Bliss SF400. Basically, this is a water filter. This turns the water into like soft water. It's not, I don't know if it's conditioned, but it has definitely helped my quality of water, right? So this is the different layers it has in it. It says it's infused with vitamin C. I don't know about that. But I believe this is NSF certified black carbon in here. I know this one said it has, this one says the sink faucet that I purchased said it has NSF certified black carbon, which filters the water and makes it to where all those things that the water is being treated with and the different minerals, they're not coming through to where you're putting on, brushing your teeth with them, washing your face and your hair with them. So these two products really helped. Again, this is the shower filter. It is by Aqua Bliss. I will link it down below. They have a black one, like if you have black faucets like me, this one was cheaper and it works. So I just wanted to try it. Okay. This is the sink water filter. They were both really easy to install. And this is actually the one that has the NSF certified, allegedly, activated carbon, which supposedly absorbs and helps basically filter the water. So I just thought I'd mention that if you have active acne, that maybe something you want to try is just simply switching your water. And for years, I've cut so many different things out of my diet thinking that that was going to help me with my skin. It does help some. Be careful with what you eat, of course, and pay attention to things that trigger right? Like trigger a flare up and a breakout. Like for years, I thought I was lactose intolerant and that dairy just made my skin go crazy. I used to not be able to eat like ice cream, or so I thought. It was because of the sugar and the dairy sugar, lactose, like having some type of effect on me. And it was with the water I was drinking. So ice cream used to have an effect on me with the water I was drinking. Here lately, I can eat ice cream, custard, sour cream, cheese, mozzarella sticks, all that stuff. I've eaten all of that here within the last week. And with the water I'm using, nothing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Try it if you have like issues with that, you know. And last but not least, the reason why I am doing this at home is because I have wanted to seek out a dermatologist and help from like someone who deals with skin as for a profession for years. Ever since have been struggling with acne. This point it's probably been right over a decade, and I've never had the insurance that would allow me to do that. So at 23 years young, I finally have insurance that would allow me to see a dermatologist with a low copay. Well, I reached out to a dermatologist and it was nothing like what I expected. You know how when you look forward to something for so long and you just kind of expect it to go a certain way? Like I kind of imagined, and let me mention this let me say this before I say what I'm about to say. So I specifically wanted to see a female Black dermatologist because I am a Black female. I feel like, I don't know, just in my mind, it's always more comfortable, especially in a medical setting, to go to someone, for me, that can relate the most to me. I have had doctors of every race, and male doctors as well, and that's a different story for a different day. So I started my search for a dermatologist, and within an hour of where I live, there was 6 dermatologists that I found. That's it. One of them was a male, so I was down to 5. The other doctor was online only. The other 2 doctors, there were 2 other doctors that were within an hour of me, and then there was 2 other doctors that were within 45 minutes of me. But I was willing to try. That's how much I looked forward to this experience, right? Here's where it went wrong. I called the dermatologist's office, and the person who answered the phone was laughing, and so like were all of her colleagues in the background. No big deal. I do not care about that. I have been that girl that has worked in customer service since I've been a working gal. I've been laughing at something that I could not control when I got the call, and I was still laughing. So that's not what bothered me. She was just unprofessional to me. She answered the phone like I was interrupting something. I called earlier that day, so the answering machine said they were at lunch break. They'll be back at this time. So I said, okay, let's just say lunch ended at 1:30. I said, you know, I'm not gonna call them at 1:30. I'm gonna give them some time to be back from lunch. They were also closing early that day, so I couldn't like wait too much. And I called, and you know, and after she calmed down from kikiing and laughing, she was like, how can I help you? I was like, because what I expected, I don't know, my expectation or what I've seen in like other YouTube videos, I would see like the practice or the facility address the patient by asking what their concerns are or what their goals are or like what they're interested in. And then after they kind of do that, they would maybe just say, okay, well, here are your next steps. We're gonna try and get you in and see what's best for you, right? That's not what happened. She said, how can I help you? Fine. I quickly got over it, and I told her, I said, hi, my name is, I have some hyperpigmentation and acne, and I'm interested in becoming a new patient. And I told her, I said, this is the type of insurance I have. And she was like, I don't know if we accept that particular kind of insurance. I know we accept that insurance, but the insurance girl, she's not here today. If we do accept the insurance, we'll give you a call back next week and let you know. Never heard back. Never heard back. So, but she was like, I'll text you a link to send in your insurance card, your driver's license, and also you're gonna need a doctor's referral before you can even come here. So talk to your doctor, have her send in a referral for you. She didn't even tell me her name. And I was like, and may I ask who I'm speaking with again? And she was like she didn't want to tell me her name. It was just very unprofessional. I quickly moved on because like my copay would have been $60, right? Plus gas to drive, and we all know gas is super expensive these days. So $60 copay, plus gas to get to the dermatologist, plus the cost of the actual service. So I'm glad it didn't work out. It's just crazy how things work out, but I'm glad it didn't work out. It looks like I could have just chosen the other dermatologist within 45 minutes of me. But what I noticed between all the different offices that I looked at, most of them offered a service for some type of microneedling, some type of skin pin, or microdermabrasion, or like a chemical peel. And to be honest, I have been dealing with my skin for so long that I'm comfortable doing my own research and have done most of those things at home and have not really had any adverse reactions to it because I do it on a much milder level, probably. And I also want to show you guys some of my before, like where I first started at. I feel very humbled right now making this video. And then my today, before this first session that I'm about to do now. So in the past, I have actually tried the stamp, the roller, or the derma roller, and today I'm going to try the pen. With the stamp, I do prefer the stamp. The stamp I used was by a brand called Banish or Banisher. It was the Banisher 2.0. I believe it was like gold plated needles or something like that. And basically with the stamp, you do one individual stamp like at a time. With the roller, you're rolling one row at a time. Now, here's the thing. Since I do prefer the stamp and I do have the pen, I'm wondering, would it be possible for me to stamp with the pen? And with all of those devices, they have needles on the end. So basically the point of that is they're making like micro incisions in the skin so that as the skin starts repairing itself, and from those incisions that you're making, it's bringing new skin to the surface, which is supposed to make your scars appear to be less, essentially, right? So now I want to talk about getting prepped for your first, or your at-home microneedling session. What I'm going to use, I started to use alcohol and cotton rounds, which I've done before in the past on microneedling, and to me it just makes my skin way too dry. Soap can do the same thing if you overdo it. However, soap to me is not as drying as alcohol, so I'm going to put this aside. And the soap that I will be using is the Dove antibacterial soap. Dove is a fairly moisturizing brand. I really enjoy using Dove. I don't always use it on my face, but for this case, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this soap. You can also use like a gentle cleanser like Cetaphil or CeraVe, or just anything that you like, that you know, that you have to clean your skin. Also, ladies, I am going to wash off these edges too. I don't want any of this like greasy product or any hair product buildup dripping down into my face while I'm doing this. My goal is not to make myself bleed. I've seen people bleed when doing this before. Me personally, that's not my goal. And my goal, since this is my first time using the Dr. Pens, my goal is also not to go too deep. That's just me. We'll see how it goes this first go around. I'm not trying to mess my skin up. I'm not trying to rush the results either. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at me. I'm not ashamed. So I'm gonna go in with this and wash my face. After I've washed my face, while it is still wet, I'm going to put on a thin layer of hyaluronic acid serum. I'm gonna put on a thin layer of, is it glass? No, it's plastic. I'm gonna put on a thin layer of this hyaluronic acid serum by Olay. And the reason I suggest putting on a thin layer is because when you're dealing with hyaluronic acid, if you put more than a little bit or more than just what you need, which is just a little bit, it can tend to dry your skin out. So be careful with hyaluronic acid. We're gonna use it before and after treatment, but a thin layer. I'll be back, and when I come back, I'm gonna be microneedling, so. It's not working. So since it's not working like this, and I did say I wanted to use it like a stamp, I'm just gonna try and see what it feels like as a stamp. Absolutely nothing. Okay, so I just told you guys that my Dr. Pen is not working. Well, I wasn't paying attention to the directions. It says to push it, you have to push, not only like press the button, but press and hold it for a couple seconds to make it come on. So it works. There was genuine excitement there. I'm screwed. No, that hurts. Take it down to a 0. I can tell you right now, it's painful, hurt real bad, and I have it on the lowest setting. I will see what I can manage to do off camera. I don't know if this is gonna work out for me. Girl, y'all did not tell me that was that painful. This girl right here, Miss Ma'am, she is not playing. She did not come to play. This girl right here, she is stepping. Okay, so I used the Dr. Pen. You guys probably can't tell. It starts at a 0, then it goes up to 2.25. So 0 to 0.25, keep that in mind. I have it in between the 0 and the 0.25. So that's the shortest. The lowest speed was a 1. So I used it at a 2.2, excuse me, I keep saying 2.5. 2.5, I can't do 2.5. I've at a 0.25, speed of 1. I had to use like a stamp girl. I couldn't even, you see people doing that? Those people have numbing cream. I didn't have no numbing cream. I had to literally go like this. Just barely, like barely touching. So painful, so painful. I'm gonna try this one more time. Can I turn it down to 0? It's at a 0. We're gonna see, girl. You know what? I should listen to the directions. It's better when you like glide it. Girl, that hurt. But like I say though, gliding it is a lot better than stamping it. People go up. You know, it's not as brutal when I do it like this. Mind you, the depth of the needle is still on 0, girl. This junk hurts so bad. Thank you, Jesus. So. All right, that's that. I'm through. I'm done. I'm clearly a different breed and I didn't even know it. Look at me. Look what I just put myself through. You know what? I'm immediately feeling like I have a sunburn. I'm immediately feeling like I have a sunburn. Can you tell I don't have a pain tolerance and I don't do good for pain? Girl. I'm going to see you guys later today because it's like 7 in the morning. I stayed up all night. You guys didn't know that, but now you do. I'm going to catch up with you guys later on. I'm thinking I'm going to need some Texas painkillers. I can't talk no, clearly, you know. Hey y'all, I have managed to calm down since that last clip, and although I don't have a mask on my face, I just feel like I need to talk like this. Like I do have like a really tight mask on my face, so that's why I'm talking like this, but I just wanted to collect my composure. I can tell you one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. Next time I do this, you know, Lord willing, I will have a numbing cream. I'm gonna see what the girlies recommend. Because without the numbing cream, this is going to get dusty. I can tell you that right now. It's best that, since I know I have a very low pain tolerance, I do not end up putting any more hyaluronic acid on my skin. You know, she's going through enough right now. So I'm just, you know, going to take some painkillers, change my pillowcase, and go wash the back of my eyelids until this calms down some. It's approximately 8 hours since I have done the skin pin, and I don't know if you guys could tell, but my face got super oily. I took a nap, and yeah, my face was oily when I was sleeping. But I've washed my face with this CeraVe foaming wash, pretty gentle cleanser here. And after I washed my face, I didn't dry it off or anything like that. Only area that I dried with a paper towel was my hairline, just because I don't want anything from my hairline getting wet and then dripping down onto my face, because that could cause problems, you know. So my face was still wet. I took literally 3 drops of this and smoothed it in with the cold water that was on my face. And I don't know if I mentioned that I washed my face with cold water. So this is gonna be the last clip for this video, but I hope you stick around for the update. And as always, I hope you have a blessed day, and I thank you for stopping by the Queen of Creativity.